Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about how to declutter your small home office in just 4 simple steps. Most people probably think that when you have a home office and a smaller office, it's probably really easy to keep clean and to keep decluttered, but I'm finding that it's actually the opposite. In my office space at work, I have a lot of furniture, so I actually have like a wraparound desk, some drawers, a chest of filing cabinets, and so forth. So I actually find it a lot easier to organize things and put them away than versus at home you're in a smaller space, especially those of us who might have just set up a desk in their bedroom or in a small corner of their house. Also, when you're working from home, you are dealing with everybody else's clutter, not just your own in your own office. So my kids dump things on my desk, I dump things on my desk that totally wouldn't happen at my office. I'm not gonna have a bag full of Minion toys showing up on my desk at work, but that definitely happens at home. So we're gonna go over 4 really simple steps on how I declutter my desk at home. Before we get into today's video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more content like this.
Okay guys, this is what my desk looked like earlier today. It's a hot mess. There's stuff all over the place, papers, documents, jewelry. There is even a light bulb for some reason. I'm not sure how that got there. My kids' masks, sunglasses. It definitely needs to be decluttered.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is to clear all of your surfaces. So I find it easier just to start with a clean slate. So I will go in and just start removing everything off of my desk.
Start with the big things first, and then of course things that are really obvious of where they need to be put. Then start putting all of the paperwork together. These need to be sorted as a group, which I'll talk about later.
The second thing you're going to want to do is to put everything back into its place. So like I said, especially at home, I find a lot of weird things show up on my desk that typically would not happen in my office. So I have to find a place to put everything. And one of the biggest rules about decluttering your desk is to only handle things once. So you don't want to clear everything off on your desk and just sort of dump it and pile up it in a corner and tell yourself that, oh, I'll get to that later. No, as soon as you clear everything off your desk, start putting everything away. So if I find toys on my kids' desk, I will grab a basket with their kids' toys, pop that in. If I find random things, like in this case, a light bulb, I will grab a basket and toss all the weird things that need to go to different places and different floors in my house. Also, if there's certain things that I know have a clear place to be put, for example, my kids' masks were on my desk and my sunglasses were there. The front of my house, I have little boxes and baskets for sunglasses and for masks, so it's really easy for me to go put those straight away.
Make sure you're taking advantage of all of your organizational tools when you're putting things away. Having a cup holder for your paper clips, having pen holders, also having drawers with organizational dividers in them will really help you put everything back to where it belongs.
It's better that you put things away right away instead of just putting it somewhere else in your office space and telling yourself that you're gonna put it away later. Just handle it one time. After I've cleared everything off, I also like to clean everything. So I will go in and wipe down all of the surfaces. If you need some dusting, you can do that as well. It's really easy to start off and declutter things when you're starting off with a fresh slate. So I definitely like to clean everything down and kind of start afresh. The third most important step in decluttering your small home office is paperwork. Organizing all of those papers and documents. Those are the banes of my existence. I find it so easy for paperwork and mail and documents to get piled up, and you're always telling yourself that you're going to get to it later, and it never ever happens. So again, go back to that rule of handle it only once. So what I do is I start organizing the paperwork to determine what can be shredded, what needs to be filed, what needs to be thrown away.
When you have a small home office, you might not have space for a large filing cabinet, so finding accordion style filofaxes, such as this one that I picked up from Indigo, are super helpful. It's really easy to organize them and put them onto a shelf. There are also larger organizational tools such as this briefcase style filofax. It can handle legal size documents. So when you're trying to declutter a number of documents, having these kinds of tools is really helpful to clear the space.
So in this case, recently we did our taxes. So I had a whole bunch of documents pulled out from all over the place because we needed to gather everything together to file our taxes, which also meant that I no longer needed to keep some tax documents from years ago because you only need to keep tax documents for a number of years. So what I do is once I'm finished filing away the taxes for this year, I shred and get rid of all of the documents from 6 years ago where I no longer need them.
Having a shredder is a small home office's best friend because a lot of the time the documents pile up because I don't want to just throw them into the garbage because they have sensitive information on them. So having a shredder where you can dispose of these documents right away will really help you declutter your space.
If you have mail on your desk, take care of that right away. Rip them open, figure out if you need to file it, whether you just need to take a look at it and throw it away, or whether it also needs to be shredded. Take care of all of that mail and don't pile it up because you'll probably never get to it. The fourth simple and easy step on how to keep your small home office decluttered is to do it regularly. What I like to do is set a day of the week where I always try to declutter. So for example, today is Friday and is the end of the week, so I feel it's really easy as a reminder that, hey, it's the end of the week, let's clear everything off the desk and put yourself in a mind frame to actually enjoy your weekend. If you have everything, documents and work and all these things lying around on your home office desk, it's gonna probably remind you every time you pass it that you have work to do or that there's something that you need to do and clean. So clearing everything off your desk at the end of the week is a really great way. It's sort of like a trigger to remind you, hey, it's time to clean everything up, start afresh, have a good weekend, and when you come back to work on Monday, you are starting off with a clean slate. I hope you enjoyed this really quick video on 4 simple, easy steps on how to clean and declutter your small home office. If you have any other ideas that you think are really helpful in organizing your home office, I would love to hear from you. Please comment below. And thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel if you'd love to see more content like this, and I will see you next week. The second thing you're going to want to do, if I pronounced that correctly, I don't remember what the second thing was. And before I get into today, and thank you so much for watching.